Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. In the last episode, we took out some cultists. It was good fun. The cultists died, we got some XP, and of course we got some gold. We're going to be moving on to deal with the bandits next. Still sticking with the Brute and Tinkerer. We're going to keep doing that until one of them levels up. Most likely going to be the Brute, and then we'll substitute them out. And we'll keep rotating through the party in that fashion. Until everyone is up to level 9. At least I think that's most likely what we're going to end up doing. Unless there's specific missions like this one that require the Crag Heart. Although maybe we'll end up taking the Crag Heart on the next mission. So, next up, we need to set a trap. This area of merchant camps is now silent due to the nightly bandit raids. Set a trap and drive the bandits away. We need to kill 5 bandit archers, bandit archer elites, bandit guard elites. To win. And this is going to give us the minor mana potion design. Oh yeah, and in the last episode we totally robbed a donation box on the way to it. Good fun. You find a large clearing in a small copse and set it up to look like any normal merchant's camp. As night falls, you hear low voices converge on your location. As they charge into the clearing, you jump up, ready to teach the bandits a lesson they won't forget. However, you just didn't expect there to be quite so many of them. Right, gain 13 or more experience points during the scenario. That is quite an objective. Kill 1 or more elite monsters. That seems a lot more achievable. Gain 7 or fewer experience points. I don't want to do this. Kill a monster during the scenario by causing at least 4 or more points than is necessary. That's really difficult. I think we'll have to go for layabout. It's going to give us 6 XP, so if we can just keep our XP gain to 7, then we should be alright, is what I'm thinking. This is the bounty mission, which means to succeed you'll need to kill a certain number of enemies. The good news is the whole battle will take place in this single clearing. The bad news is the enemies will keep spawning until you kill enough. Well, that's fine by me. I don't like the amount of space there is, but we might be able to do something about that. 3 damage on those traps. 3 damage on those traps. So what I'm thinking is, let's have a look over here. We have hook gun. A hook gun's great. It's got range of 3. From here, 1, 2, 3. So we could step in and hook him. We could use restorative mist to move quickly, and then hook gun to pull him in closer. We'll even do a little bit of damage to him before we actually get him close. It's not a bad plan. And he might still be alive. Hypothetically, that means we could take the Brute, and the Brute could move 2 and then do like a massive wallop on him to get the elite kill. A massive wallop could also just be spare dagger from where he is. He's likely to step into the side. 1, 2, 3. He might not make it actually. So yeah, we'd want something that at least moves us 2, and then, you know what, spare dagger. Spare dagger will give us the range. Spare dagger gives us the range, and then we can use balance measure to move. No, let's keep balance measure for when we really need to kill something. Eye for an eye. That's fine. Okay, so with restorative mist, we move in 2. Hook gun, we pull him in. We're not getting any XP, not a problem. The Archer Elite is going to move 2, then attack 3 at range 5. He's going to move 2, so he's not even going to reach us, the Bandit Guard. So in we go. We do the healing, grab you. No point in using the goggles for it. Good. Decent damage. Yeah. And maybe the brute can get him killed. Oh, jeez. Even with that minus, he still managed it. That felt a bit sketch. Step on in, and we'll get some gold. 1 dead. 4 more to go. Painful, but it's fine. Let's go for Provoking Roar and... Shield Bash. Do it as a bit of a defendy turn. So we'll end up disarming him, which is fine. Because there's only this guy and he is quite far away, I don't think we really need to worry too much about him. Let's instead focus on getting some gold. So Ink Bomb's going to allow us to move 4, which can bring us all the way like up round here. Then we could do a stun shot to stun the other guy. I like this. So, Provoking Roar. Let's get the disarm on. Then we'll get the shield for good measure. In fact, how far are you going to move? Going to move 3, 1, 2, 3. So if we move anywhere to get the gold, he's going to be able to hit us. Yeah, let's just do the shield. Let him come a little bit closer. We could ink bomb them, but equally we don't need to. Let's do the stun shot first. Then we'll step in, grab the gold. Okay, 3 targets. 3 targets looking good. Warding Strength is a good solid attack on the guy right next to us. 1, 2, 3. If we can move 3, like with Leaping Cleave, we could skewer both of these. Let's try that. That seems a bit spicy. We'll also go Reviving Shock and Enhancement Field, so we'll give him a bit of an extra boost. The archer's going to move and attack at range. The bandit guards are going to move and attack, and they're going to strengthen. So we'd like to get them killed sooner rather than later. Enhancement Field. Let's Reviving Shot both of them. We'll use the goggles to give us the advantage. Or at least to mitigate the disadvantage, I should say. And I'm totally going to get that Reviving Shot back. Skewer feels a bit less useful now, but it's still fine for us to use. Let's step round. And then we're going to skewer you. That's the 3rd kill. One damage is not a problem. The strength in is a little bit of a problem. And if we step in, we're not going to be able to push him either, which is a bit of a shame. We could use Overwhelming Assault to like eliminate him, and Trample to plow through him and eliminate him at the same time is kind of what I'm thinking. So I like that. I'd like to get some defensiveness. Let's go for a Toxic Bolt. Range of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. A bit too far. We can move in a bit closer, maybe. But let's use this primarily so that we can move quickly and get the shield on. Banner Guard is going to shield and attack adjacent. The shield's annoying, but it does mean that they lose that strengthen. And you are in range. The poison is the most important thing on that. We could have used the piercing, but it didn't really feel worth it. Ow! Even with the shield, that's painful. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's too far away. But we can hit you and then come to here. That's number 4. Okay, we really haven't gained much XP, so I think it's time to start leaning into it. Net Shooter and Reviving Shock on ourselves would be good, just for the XP gain. Over this side, you're kind of not doing much for this turn. Just grab some gold. So yeah, Net Shooter on you. This is a solid amount of damage. And then Reviving Shock on yourself. Bit of XP. It's painful, but it's fine. Also painful, but fine. The preventing us moving is more annoying. Drink your healing potion, because there's not really much else you can do. I suppose we can get Warding Strength on you. And then that just ends up wasted. Ow! Let's burn Proximity Mine, because there's no way I'm taking 4 damage in one go like that. We only need 1 more kill, so it should be pretty easy. Shield Bash does a really nice amount of damage. Spare Dagger will do well. Even Skewer and Balance Measure would be good. It'd be nice to be able to get more gold at the same time. Let's go for Skewer and Balance Measure, and we'll hit someone for 8. And over this side, we'll do a short rest. Sure, we'll lose Ink Bomb. We can get Toxic Bolt out. That'll kill you. And then Hook Gun will grab whatever's near. So that's the 5th that we needed. It gives us a bit more XP. And now it's just about anything extra we can get. So we're not going to get any extra XP, but at least we can do some extra damage. So 2 extra XP for that turn for the Brute. And we should be good to go. Good job. I don't think they'll be coming back in a hurry. We got the elite kill on the brute, which is what we needed, and we had 4 XP for our tinkerer, which means they're going to get 10 at the end. A lovely and fast quest. So that gives us a minor mana potion, always useful for characters that end up utilising various elemental abilities. I've managed to do a deal with one of the local merchants to get in stock mana potions. So hit me up for one when you've got some spare gold. And the trainer was indicating something. So I wonder if we've actually... It doesn't look like we've achieved anything. Oh, there we go. Arrow in the knee. Take 20 damage. Unlocks a relic quest. I can see you've learned to handle pain, and therefore I think you're ready to take on one of the more dangerous quests. Hidden in a cursed catacomb beneath the city of Slate is a ring of protection that would aid us greatly in our quests. But beware. Not only are there cultists and undead, but the tomb itself will sap your health. Remember to take extra healing. That is curious. And of course, the merchant now has the minor mana potion. The brute is in a position to level up from that. So, each time a mercenary levels up, you'll choose one of 2 new, more powerful ability cards. The cards you don't choose will still be available next time. And also, you'll unlock a new perk. As the mercenaries level up, so will the party's general level. This value is used to determine enemy strength, trap damage, and the value of loot. This is important. If you level up your party, you get more gold. More gold means we can afford more enhancements when it comes later in the game. It means we can afford more equipment. It's generally a good thing. So, we have a choice of Fatal Advance, kill 1 adjacent normal enemy, or Juggernaut. Move to attack 2, which is great. Having move on the top is really, really powerful. And on the bottom, on the next 3 sources of damage, you suffer no damage instead. That's really quite good if you know you're going to be in the middle of a whole batch of hell. For what it is, Fatal Advance I can see being very situationally useful, but I really like Move and Attack. Move and Attack on the top for Juggernaut gives us such flexibility to get into trouble. I think we're going to have to take that. The new ability card has been added to the Mercs pool. Don't forget to equip it if you intend to use it going forward. And I think we will actually swap out something for it. Maybe Shield Bash at this point. Actually, no, I do like a fast thing that can give us shield. Maybe we'll swap out Overwhelming Assault. As good as it is, having the consistency of being able to move and attack kind of like I want to swap out Eye for an Eye as well, but it's just so good. It's just so good having healing on a character. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go to the perks. So perks allow you to alter a mercenary's attack modifier deck. As I mentioned, there are some that will give you specific benefits rather than changing your cards, such as ignoring negative item effects from cards. I think that this is possibly the most useful thing because it allows you to really gear up a character's equipment. Secondly, removing negatives is, to me, the most important. I think we'll get Fortitude. We're going to get it eventually. one of these we won't get. I don't know which it is, possibly one of the thrusts. But for now, Fortitude is good. It gives us a +1. It allows us to ignore negative item effects. And that means we can potentially go to the merchant and buy the hide armor that I was talking about before. It would normally add 2 -1 modifiers to the deck. It's not going to do that for this character. There they are, completely suppressed. But unfortunately, we are going to be moving away from the Brute. As I mentioned, once a character levels up, we swap them out. So let's swap in the Cragheart instead, and we'll be able to carry on next time. So we've got 3 quests available for us now. We have a Relic quest. It requires you to first unlock the starting village, the City of Slate. So we're going to need to find that. It's down here somewhere, so we've got quite a way to go. The Hounds is most likely the right way to get down there. Maybe Pest Control as well. But that's all going to be questions for next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.